So we're doing a Shoprite haul. It is Thursday. It's the end of the month, so it's not a huge one because, you know, rent, mortgage, that whole thing. This cost me $93.85 with a savings of $24.48. So we got a head of lettuce, one tomato, mini sweet peppers, sharp cheddar, horseradish cheese. I love this cheese. String cheese, banana yogurt, a box of burgers, and Shoprite was having a sale. If you bought the burgers, let me make this a little smaller. If you bought the burgers, you got this, the lettuce, the tomatoes, ketchup, and the hamburger buns for free. So that's what I did. So we have some onion rings. These were on sale, and some hash browns also on sale. Typical zero sugar Italian sweet cream, a gallon of 2% milk, two 647 Italian bread. These were on sale. Hamburger rolls, dozen eggs, turkey sausage, goldfish crisps, another one in cheddar, wavy potato chips, salt and pepper chips, coffee, Pete's, I like Pete's coffee, pretty good, ketchup, light mayonnaise, and some soft scrub. So that is what I got for this week. I also got my package from Wayfair delivered today. My kitchen chairs and new kitchen table. So it's a round table, white chair. So I'll be putting this together. I don't know if I'm not too tired tomorrow night when I get home from work, or definitely on Saturday. And I'll show you what that's gonna look like. So it's Friday after work. I'm going to start putting these chairs together. The only thing that's cool is that they packaged each hardware thing separately for each chair. So here are the chairs. This is the frame for these. And then this big are the legs. But this is the instructions. I would actually do this on camera, but I don't want to subject you to a whole slew of profanity. So, I got one chair together. That's what it looks like. I'll step away. I got one chair together. Took me over an hour, figure it out, because the instructions are horrible. So I figure I should have this whole set together in a month. I think that's basically it. But good thing I didn't film it, because there was a lot of profanity going on. So taking a break from the whole furniture debacle that I didn't want to pay someone to put it together for me, I did place another order with Miss AOA, and I have to say that she packs it really good. She sent it in like this big balloon package. I've never had an issue with her. But anyway, I got two makeup removers with hyaluronic acid. I got a mascara, Big Boss mascara here. I got a nude eyeliner pencil to help me look a little bit more wide awake for those 3:30 wake up alarms. I got an exfoliator, and I got a bunch of nail polish. So I got this color, and this is Abelia. And then we have this color, and this is Power Move. This color, which is Peplum. This color, which I actually have a polish that's pretty close to this color. And this is, what color is this? It's just number 505. And then this I don't remember ordering gold, but okay. And this is obviously gold. So that's what I got from her today. That was pretty exciting. I always like getting stuff like this. Maybe I'll go back to the furniture now. Good morning. Saturday morning. I have my coffee. Almost forgot what it was called. It's no sugar Italian creamer and 3 artificial sweeteners. I'm actually wearing one of the Temu shirts that I got. It's really, really comfortable. So today I'm going to finish putting together my kitchen set. I got 4 chairs put together. I have to do the table. I actually found videos on YouTube how to do it, so that was a big help. Once I found the video, it was like 5 minutes putting them together. Dragged my son down to help me, and so today I want to finish that. I want to make some pizza dough because I ran out of pizza dough in my freezer, so I want to make some pizza dough, and then I'm gonna put together a no-knead bread to sit on my counter overnight, and I think I'm going to turn it into focaccia. So that is my plan for today. Oh, and I want to prep my bacon. I prep my bacon in the oven. So those are the things that I want to get to today. So I finally got this table and chairs put together. So this is what it looks like. Just a little bistro table. Which I think fits a little better in the space. The table I had before was bigger, rectangle, and I think the round fits a lot better, and it's just me and my son, who is rarely around, so it's just pretty much me. So this fits me good. I did have to take some shortcuts to put it together, but yeah, finally done. And this is the way it's staying. So I really should have spent the money to have someone put it together for me. So next time I know. I did get this on Wayfair. So it was fairly cheap. It was, I think, $220, I think. So fairly cheap. So yeah, this is it. So I just got a couple shirts delivered to me that I ordered quite a while ago. So I got this. Fits my personality. And then I also got this one. Because let me tell you, let me turn you around. So, as any woman knows, that if they are in any type of management, this always happens. And I am a manager in construction. So basically, my whole crew is a bunch of men. The subcontractors, a bunch of men. Rarely do I have another woman. But every now and then, you'll run into a man that has such a fragile ego that they cannot take any type of pushback, orders, anything from a woman, regardless of how it's said or done. They just can't handle it. And, you know, they call you aggressive, or they call you other stuff, and you all well know. So, here we go. And there we go. So, fits my personality. Thankfully, not all men are like that, but there is a few that can just make your life miserable and can complain about you to everybody, and you could say the same thing to them in the same tone of voice that a man would say to them, and they would still take offense to it. So, yeah, it's happened to me recently on a job site of mine with a mason, and I finally pawned the mason off to somebody else. a male to deal with him, and this man is also arguing with him, hanging up on him, but that's okay. But when I pushed back to him because he kept showing up yelling at me on a daily basis on the job site, and I finally had enough and pushed back, that was an issue. So, it's my personality, apparently. I'm going to show you my updated flower beds that I planted. These are, I think it's oxacalis and elephant ears. These actually came from a planter that I dumped here, and they just regrew here. I do have some crabgrass I have to pull, but here are the flowers that I did. So my geraniums are doing good. I've deadheaded them so they grow more plants. These are the green onions. More geraniums. I did have a petunia that died, but these are starting to fill in everything. All my other petunias are filling in. My geraniums. My basil, I had to cut down. That was like twice the size of that. More oxacalis. And these have like grown tremendously. My chives are doing really good, but like I've said before, I've had these for years. And honestly, you want an easy plant to plant? Chives. They live through anything. And then the plant that I had in there died. And this is my sage. That's my lavender back there. Sage, lavender back there. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, I've been deadheading my flowers as they go along, chopping down my basil. And yeah, they're spreading out really good. Next year, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase raised beds and do that next year, because the soil underneath these is terrible, like terrible. So I think that is my plan for next year, but I did want to experiment with something cheap this year to see if they would actually grow in some kind of container, and they're doing really good, because I've tried planting in this without containers and they don't do good at all. But yeah, that's my flower update. Okay, I have my pizza dough here that I made. I do have a video where I make pizza dough. I'm not gonna set this out to rise. I'm just gonna put this in the freezer. When it's taken out of the freezer and defrosted, it will rise, and that's personal preference. I've done it both ways. You can either throw it in the freezer and then let it rise, or let it rise and then throw it in the freezer. It doesn't really matter. And I also have my dough here for the focaccia. I've decided I'm not going to do the 18 to 24 hour one. So this has a 4-hour rise on it, so this should be ready by the time I make dinner, which I'm going to be making London broil on the barbecue for dinner, so this will go good with that. So yeah, made my doughs. I'm putting this in the freezer for a 4-hour rise, and then we'll come back when that's ready to be worked on. Okay, so the focaccia is risen, as you can see. It's like the whole bowl. And I'm going to leave the link to this recipe below. And you just take 2 forks, fold it over. And you're going to do this twice. Turn it a quarter, fold it over. Quarter, fold it over. Quarter, fold it over, scrape the sides, and just do that one more time. So you have a bowl, kind of like a bowl. So you can put this, I'm going to put this in the oven with the oven light on, uncovered, for about an hour, hour and a half. Okay, so I have my focaccia dough in a prepared pan. This pan is buttered very well. Put the dough in, poked it aggressively with my fingers, drizzled it with some olive oil. It's going to go in a preheated 450 degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes. Before you take it out, you want to melt some butter and some garlic, and when it comes out of the oven you want to put that on top so that it absorbs. But I'm also going to put some mozzarella cheese on top too, so it'll be like a cheesy garlic bread. But yes, here it is. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, so my focaccia's out. I melted some butter and garlic and I poured it on top and then just spread it around, and I added some mozzarella on top. If you want your focaccia thinner, you can put it on a baking sheet with a rim, because that'll get you a thinner focaccia. But this is like thick. I like it this way. So I made my dinner. I have mashed potatoes, salt, pepper, milk, and Boursin cheese with some butter, corn, and some London broil. This a little bit too well done for my liking, but my son will eat it this way. So I'm going to have my dinner, and then I think I'm going to make a lemon cake. So I have the cake, the icing, and then I'm just going to put some coconut that I found in my pantry on top. So I'm going to make that later. Alright, I'm going to start making this lemon cake. Obviously I'm using box cake like I had showed you. And I'm just going to switch things up a little on this. Now I am one of those bakers, I do not separate dry from liquid. I just don't. So I'm going to put in the cake mix. This thing calls for 3 eggs. And if you want, you can add some lemon extract to this. So it also calls for half a cup of oil. Instead of the oil, I'm going to use half a cup of butter. And then it calls for 1 cup of water. And I'm going to use 1 cup of milk. Instead, cup. You could also add, instead of the oil, you can add sour cream, Greek yogurt. If you're looking to cut calories, you can add applesauce to it also. And I think, blocking your view, I'm going to add a scooch of vanilla. And I'm just going to blend this. I'm going to turn you off because it's going to get loud. Okay, it's all mixed up. And I'm going to put it in my very well-loved Pyrex pan. Oh my god, I think I've had this thing like, has to be 20 years now. I spray it with non-stick cooking spray, butter flavored. Spread it around. And then we're just gonna bake it for at 350 for 34 to 38 minutes. So I'll be back when that's out of the oven. Okay, and my cake is out of the oven. It's still a little warm, but you know, it's cake. And I want a piece of cake. So I have lemon icing. I'm just gonna pour on here. That's pretty melted because of the oven being on the bread and the cake, and it's been sitting on my countertop. So I mixed it up a little before I put it on the cake, but it has been sitting on my counter for quite a while with the ovens going. Ovens. I only have one. Just one oven. And trust me when I tell you, which you could probably see with your own eyes, I am not a huge cake decorator. Wish it was. Wish it was like fancy. But not. So lemon icing. And now I'm gonna I'm just gonna sprinkle on these coconut flakes that I found in my baking cabinet. And I was like, what the hell? Make some lemon cake with coconut on top. And there we have it. I'm gonna have myself a piece of cake. Get a plate. I'm gonna enjoy it. Because you know, weekends, I don't really watch what I eat on weekends. Obviously, you can see that. So I just like to enjoy what I'm having. And I don't know where my spatula is. So we're going in with the butter knife. See, can we do it? Can we do it? Yes, we can. There we have it. Enjoy my cake. And this is going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next week.